Hi, I'm Jake.
And I'm Steven.
And we are two blockheads and also cousins. Welcome. This is our first ever podcast, and we hope you like it. So the way we have this set up, at least for now, is we will talk about some general stuff happening in our lives and around us because it's 2020 and there's a lot of stuff happening. And then we're going to give each other prompts and questions in which none of us really know about. Now, there's only two rules to that. Is one, I'm not allowed to look at his screen. He's not allowed to look at mine. And we have to keep the conversation civil. So to start things off, COVID. A big problem in 2020.
What's COVID? I haven't heard.
Never heard of it.
Is there a bug going around?
Yeah, there's a big one. So we live in Colorado, and our governor just announced that he's about to put us back on code red, which means we are not allowed to go out and eat. The bars close at 8, or not close at 8, but last call is at 8. And you're generally quarantined. Even though they don't want to say you're quarantined, you're pretty much quarantined.
Yeah, we're not going back to square one. I think everybody's just we're trying to do this again in the right way. Hopefully people listen this time.
That's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
And don't forget what Biden said. We're Americans.
Yeah, let's keep
Americans
it civil. We're going to keep it civil.
Americans don't panic. Sorry, I laughed at that because clearly he didn't see all the toilet paper missing from all the shelves of the stores.
Clearly he was never a bartender who has to listen to people complain about wearing a mask for 10 seconds as opposed
also,
to me
he's a
wearing
bartender, so he's really screwed.
10 hours I wear a mask at a time, and I don't complain.
And it's kind of unfortunate, right? So he's going to not be able to work, which really sucks, but I'm going to have to work more, which also sucks. So we're both kind of screwed.
Yep, please subscribe.
Yeah, pay his bills.
Shamelessly plugging ourselves.
So that's where we're at. I hope at least where you're watching, it is a little better. But I think I can speak for all of us when I say I hope this is over quicker than it is than it currently is, because I don't think I can take a 2021 with COVID in the picture, to be honest.
It's all right. Takes all of us. We'll be all right.
So anyway, that's what's going on here. What's going on with you, Steve?
Well, I got a cat. I rescued a cat.
And by the look on my face, you can probably tell this isn't the first time I've heard this.
No, his name's Cy, short for Cypress. He's been alive as long as I've been in Colorado. And lady sat on him, thought she killed him. Turns out he's fine.
How
and
big
he's
of
happy.
a lady must she have been to sit on a cat and worried she broke it?
He's got something screwy going around with one of his ribs, but he's the happiest cat in the world. He got stuck in the ceiling for 18 hours. So he's feeling just,
hunky-dory.
Just fine.
How's he liking those axolotls? So my sister has 2 axolotls at the house, and I've always been curious what an axolotl and a cat interaction would be like.
Well, I'm definitely curious about that as well, because he has not been upstairs yet. Because I don't know if you're aware, there's a wolf that lives in our house. His name's Bear, and he's a German Shepherd.
Bit of a contradiction.
So every time he tries to go upstairs, there is literally a wolf glaring at him because he's obsessed and he wants to just get at him just to like sniff him out and everything like that. But yeah, we're working on it.
So at least you're working.
Baby steps.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely baby steps with a brand new cat from the Humane Society. Has he
he uses the litter box. He uses the litter box. It's all good.
I was going to ask.
It's all good, Larry. It's all good.
So he's also renting my dad's house. So if anything happened, my dad would be very furious.
To say the least.
My dad is a interesting landlord.
Yep, we'll get to that at a different time.
Yeah, we will. All righty. Well, that's a little bit about us. I hope we didn't just bore you out of this podcast to start it off. All right. I'm going to hand the mic back over to Mike. Mike. His name's Mike now.
Hello, I'm Mike.
I'm going to hand the mic back over to Steve, and he's going to give us our first prompt of the night.
Coming to you as the host, formerly known as Steven. So, are you familiar with the term conservatorship?
No.
Are you familiar with the artist known as Britney Spears?
Yes.
Are you aware that those two terms are one and the same right now? She is under so this is the Wikipedia definition of conservatorship, okay? It's a legal concept in the U.S. A guardian or a protector is appointed by a judge to manage the financial affairs and or daily life of another due to physical or mental limitations or old age. So,
what?
Yeah.
I think I can speak for everybody here when I say What?
Basically, this is something that's reserved for old people or sick and dying people, that their family member can make all of the legal decisions in their life for them.
Somebody has that over Britney Spears. Is that what you're saying?
Her father, and her manager since 2008. Are you not familiar with this? It's a pretty commonly known thing.
No.
Okay, so
First off, I don't follow Britney Spears. So
neither do I, but it's a problem. She's basically a hostage in her own life.
So wait, her father, as a grown-ass adult that Britney Spears is,
30-something-year-old still making music and videos and content,
has complete control over every decision in her life.
Yes.
My first question is how on earth did that even happen?
Well, she lost her back in 2008. Remember, or 2006, she shaved her head, right?
Yeah.
So ever since then, her dad and manager.
So she gave control. She willingly. So it's not a willing.
A judge.
A judge gives control. Wow.
Yeah, you got to look into this because Britney is basically being held hostage. There's videos of her like making, like, this is how you go to the beach, and like, this is what I'm gonna put in my basket, and then like people are reaching out like, do you need help? Oops. They're like, do you need help? Like, reach out and wear like a yellow shirt if you need help. In the next video, she's like, here's my favorite yellow shirt. Yeah.
Oh my Lord. No, I haven't heard of that. That is absolutely insane.
No, it's a real thing.
And you having some problems with headphones there, bud?
Well, yeah. First time
podcast. We're working out the kinks.
Oh, everything's gonna be just
don't
fine.
put the don't.
What?
I'm gonna have to bleep that. Don't put the glasses on.
Why not?
This man takes himself way too seriously. Okay, so Britney Spears has absolutely no control over her life.
No, like literally zero.
That's
everything she does goes, like, all the financial stuff goes to her father and her manager. Everything.
Could you imagine?
No.
Actually, your life might be better.
It absolutely is.
Because people could actually make decisions
for
you.
She's a hostage. Okay, so what you got?
Boom, roasted. Okay. So I'm going to teeter over to sports real quick because that's more of his forte. So, as you can tell, well, I don't know if you can tell by that incredible tie-dye-ness of his hat there, he is a Lions fan. R.I.P. R.I.P. Steve and the Lions. Though I'm a Broncos fan right now. Which is better than the Broncos, that's a whole different topic. But what do you think their odds are of ever winning a Super Bowl? And I'm going to caveat this under the ownership of the Ford family.
Okay. Not zero.
But pretty close.
0.0005 is pretty close to zero.
Yeah.
No, if you're not familiar with the Lions, they're terrible historically, and they're owned by the Ford family, one of the most successful families in the history of the country, but they do not care about the Lions. They're a toy. My uncle, his dad, put it in a very good way. If you go to like AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys, one of the 3-4 most profitable and valuable sports franchises in the world, what's hanging right above the end zone? The Ford logo, and that's what that team cares about. They don't care about football. They care about making money, which is unfortunate. So it would literally take, just like most Detroit teams, well, 2 of the 4 Detroit teams, it would take a team to actually like get together and care enough to actually do it for themselves, because ownership has no interest in actually making the team better.
And the reason for that is because, like he said, like if you go into the Dallas Cowboys stadium, which I didn't know was AT&T Stadium because I'm not a very, very big football guy. But if you go in there, there's a Ford sign. So that means, and if you even go into...
There's 2 Ford signs hanging over the end zones. Like when you score touchdowns, it's Ford.
I believe the Broncos Stadium is actually in Vesco Field now. It was Sports Authority, but they went out of business. Sorry, RIP them. But if you go in there, the number one, like one of the number one advertisements you're going to see is the Ford F-150. Filty?
50.
Filty. F-150. Built Ford tough.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, Ford, please. Even though we're kind of talking crap on you right now.
Even though you're terrible. I drive a Fusion.
I drive a Chevy, so RIP you. I gotta stop saying RIP him or anything because I've used that way too much in this podcast already. But anyway, so yeah, we don't think, and this is our professional opinion, we don't think the Lions are going to make it anywhere near a Super Bowl in the foreseeable future under the ownership.
Don't you put that? Don't you put that on my name? What's we? No, I believe in Matty Stafford.
Have they even won a Super Bowl?
Not even.
Guess what? The Broncos
I haven't won the division since the year before I was born.
2.
Yeah, I know. I remember
And I
Terrell,
was
Terrell
alive
Davis,
for,
John
I think.
Elway.
Wait. When was our first one? Was it 96?
90s. I think it was 97, 98.
Okay, so I was alive for both of those.
Yeah,
I've seen more that can be said for you.
last thing. Okay, I've seen 4 Stanley Cups with the Red Wings. I've seen a Pistons championship. I've seen the Tigers go to the World Series twice.
Notice
I haven't even seen the Lions win a freaking
teams.
football game.
He's talking about other Detroit teams.
Playoff
I'm talking
game,
about the Lions.
Yeah, haven't even seen them win a playoff.
About...
This is upsetting me. Next, this is supposed to be good. Supposed to be good vibes. Good vibes. Okay.
I have to do that.
All right. So, I made Jake watch the trailer because he hadn't seen it before this. What's your thoughts on Emo Batman?
First off,
Bob Pattinson's Batman.
I am a huge fan of him. Even though he was in Twilight, we're just going to forget about those years.
Why? He was beautiful. He sparkled in the sun.
I'm going to be quiet about that. First off, I love vampire stuff. This Is What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
I love that.
Great show.
And the movie is awesome.
That's what I hear. But what
so
about
those
Batman?
are the kind of vampires I think of.
What about
not
Batman? Though?
Sparkling
What do you think with
fairy.
the fangs? What do you think when the fangs are on top of his head like that?
I didn't notice that part, to be honest.
That's just Batman ears. I'm just making a joke.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't the first time we've had a British person play Batman. Christian Bale.
Shout out.
And Christian Bale was a fantastic. I love that whole series. I mean, you had
he was Batman.
And even what's his name? He played Venom.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy as Bane.
Oh yeah. He was born in the darkness.
Also, first off, Tom Harding has played an Hardy has played an incredible variety of roles. I mean, one of my favorite roles of his is in
Lawless.
No.
Oh, well,
I haven't seen Lawless.
You're dodging the question about the Tom or the
No, it's in
Bob Pattinson Batman, by the way.
No, I'm really mad at myself right now. I'm brain dumping the show. It's Peaky Blinders.
Oh,
that is such a good role. Anyway, I'm excited for it. I believe Rob Pattinson is going to make a really good Batman just by the trailer. Everything about it looked
out of that guy.
It looked good. I think we watched a guy get killed in the trailer, which is very different.
Snot out of him.
I mean, the thing is you heard kind of at the end like a soft, almost mushy, punching Jello sound. So I actually think he might have killed someone, which is kind of against the grain if you talk about Batman. But I'm really, really excited for what's going to come from that. And that trailer, I think, left some more questions than answers, or left more questions than answers. However, you're probably going to see me in the premiere if we're allowed to go to a premiere. COVID.
Well, movie theaters are very back and full. It's all good.
Until Friday.
Well, yeah. Okay. Again, staying positive. What's next?
We're trying. We're really trying.
What's next?
Okay, Steve. So, correct me if I'm wrong.
Love to. I would
when
love
you
to.
were in Detroit, you said you worked at B-Dubs.
Nothing but bad memories in there. Oh no.
So this isn't their hottest.
This is the mango habanero.
This is the mango habanero.
This is the hottest.
No, it is not. They have a Carolina Reaper one now. If I would have given you that one, you would absolutely have died.
Dude, when you train at B-Dubs, they do this one last because after this you can't taste anything, and I am pretty much a wimp when it comes.
I want to see him sweat. So, some background. He was there when I did the one chip challenge.
Hilarious.
And I absolutely hated my life.
They've tried to play
I'm going a little easy on him.
They tried to play Super Smash Bros. After eating the one chip, and they both killed themselves. They were jumping off three times in a row.
So the rules were if whoever lost the round could drink or had to wait until the other one finished their milk. So basically within 10 seconds of this round starting, I was immediately done. I took a breath and I inhaled some of those dried Carolina Reaper pepper flakes. And that was all she wrote. That was the end of that.
When'd you buy these?
Last night. That's actually from my meal last night. I
think some of the spice maybe worn off.
If he can't handle habanero, I don't know what he can handle.
That must change his recipe.
But the reason I'm giving him these is because I want him to go the rest of the show with his mouth burning.
Yeah, no, this isn't the same recipe.
Must be.
These
nice.
are delicious.
Damn it! I failed. I failed at my.
It's okay.
Take another bite, because some of them are spicier than the others.
How about I do this?
What a boss! Oh, I was gonna eat one of those, but now he
No, dude.
No,
6
those
feet.
are his. He claimed
6
them.
feet.
He claimed them.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
that's not great. Okay. It's all right. I got something for him later.
Yeah,
Us, something for us.
as he sweats that one out.
Ooh, okay.
So that was a little short prompt on my end,
good.
but I wanted to make him suffer a little bit.
I got some good news. So, there's a panda in the National Zoo in Washington D.C. that got born, and there's a naming contest going on right now. Got born. Got established.
Is it going to be like Bodie McBoatface?
Nope, they're trying to really go with like some real Chinese names. Fuzai, which is prosperous boy. Xiao Shiji, which is little miracle. Xing Fu, which is happy and prosperous, or Zai Zai, which is a nickname for a boy. I think we should call him Covey.
Covey? Oh, no.
Covey.
No.
That's a cute name. And he was born in 2020.
Yeah.
In the middle of the pandemic. Name him Covey.
This could go wrong on so many levels.
What? It's cute. It's a cute name for a terrible,
Why do you keep
terrible...
calling it a Chinese virus?
It came out of... Isn't Wuhan in China?
I got you, boy.
And
I
so
got you.
are pandas in China? It works on many levels.
Oh, no.
Call him Covey. Covey the panda. It's adorable.
It's really hard to render me speechless, but this one's a little dangerous. Well, I was hoping it was gonna kind of be like when they went online and they're like, "Hey, we want you to name this boat," and so he's struggling, and it was Bodie McBoatface was the winner. I loved that.
That was beautiful.
What if it was like Pandy McPanda Face?
Covey McCovid face.
Wow, he coughed into the mic.
I'll sterilize it.
Yeah,
Covey.
I
think it's a
was
cute
this
name.
the same mic I used when
I have no
we
idea.
tried this the first time?
There's no
so
idea.
This isn't actually our first ever trying this.
It's our first
This is the first real one. We tried it under a different name, and it
Different-
didn't go so well because
different-
we were also pretty
different
toasty.
circumstances.
We were a little toasty
Yeah.
by the end of that one.
Yep.
So Panda McPanda Face. That's my vote. I think that should be your
Covey.
vote too.
Covey. 100%. I'm going to write it in.
So
National Zoo.
if you like this video, you should comment on it and comment which name you like. So comment Jake. Sorry, that was my username for my my games. Comment Jake for Pandy McPanda Face and Steve for
Covey.
Covey.
You're going to get buried.
Covey.
It
It
works on so many levels.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work on any
2020. Never forget.
level. Okay.
All right. What you got?
Okay. All right, Steve. We're going to go back to podcast number 1, even though this is podcast number 1. Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Now that you've done some research on it.
Yeah. So Jake caught me by surprise on the first time he asked me about this. I knew that there was some suspect stuff with a lot of on both sides. And now I've done my research, and we've had our first dry run at a podcast. And I don't take this lightly when I say this. Fuck Amber Heard, dude.
I'm going to have to bleep that.
I will bleep it myself. I will bleep that personally myself, and I will take great pride in that.
So,
Fuck Amber Heard. Yeah, twice. I'll do it twice. No.
Okay.
Dude, Johnny Depp, he's a childhood hero. Look at what he did for us. Look at Jack Sparrow, Willy Wonka. Not as good as Gene Wilder, granted, but I mean,
let's be
Sparrow,
honest
dude.
though. Gene Wilder probably had some sketchy moments too because of the era he's from. But that's a whole different story. But yeah, so Amber Heard has taken Johnny Depp to the cleaners.
Yeah, already has.
Now, from the research I've done, and from what I've seen and heard,
no pun intended.
I'm on Johnny Depp's side, which sucks because I'm very, very, very pro victim, right? Like if something happened to you that is that egregious, you definitely need to speak out. But from what I've heard with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, I can't say Johnny Depp was a bad guy here.
You can't say he was a bad guy?
I can't say he was a bad guy.
No, he's not. He's a great.
And she's trying, and because of that, he has resigned from The Crimes of Grindelwald, which, as a Harry Potter fan, isn't exactly the greatest series ever. Sorry, J.K. Rowling, but yeah.
Have you heard that? She's like getting her job called for Aquaman, and maybe being replaced by Emilia Clarke. Old Dany Targaryen. Oh yes. Yeah,
Holy
not afraid
cow.
to dump.
Cow?
Not
Holy
afraid,
cow.
Not afraid to dump him out. That one either.
Well,
Just
no,
saying.
actually, no. So the last few series, seasons of Game of Thrones, she actually said, "I'm not doing any more nude scenes."
Yeah, but then she did one.
Because
When she comes out of the fire and she's completely naked.
You know that was actually CG?
Yeah, it kind of looked a little screwy. Yeah, whatever. I'll take it.
Which I don't blame her because she doesn't need to be overly sexualized. But I'm sorry, holy cow, Emilia Clarke, I love you. I'm sorry, Ashley. She's going to kill me later. My girlfriend's absolutely going to murder me if she watches this. But damn. Anyway. All right. So I think that's enough back and forth. We have one final fun bit for you today.
Oh. Thank you for
We
reminding me.
were walking through Walmart today because, long story short, I had to return some stuff. It's Walmart. It's a 50-50 on whether what you're going to get is actually going to work. So we were walking through, and we were walking through the liquor section because we love the liquor section. And we came across...
Well, the beer section. There's a liquor section in this boondoggle of a state over
yeah,
here.
Colorado. But, all right, you know what I mean. The 5% alcohol section. And we came across that. That is Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Hard coffee.
I mean, first off, I'm going to start by saying I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. Because it's Pabst Blue Ribbon.
It's got a blue ribbon. How bad could it be?
Have you ever had a beer from them?
Yeah, it was actually my first beer I ever drank was PBR. 14 years old.
I was fortunate. I was in Germany when I had my first beer. So
First sip was, German beer.
we're not going to talk about the first time I got drunk. Not on this podcast. I was a little young.
It's the original Pabst Ribbon. What does it say? Hand filtered coffee. No shit. How else are you going to do it? Damn it. With a dash of, what does it say, milk? Yeah. Okay, so it's beer, milk, and coffee.
Also, he cannot read cursive. So
I can barely
anyway,
see.
I have a feeling this is going to be like my first Four Locos experience.
Ooh, malt beverage.
It'll taste good on the first one, but after that, we're going to absolutely hate our lives.
Smells
So
pretty good.
without further ado, down the hatch.
Cheers, pal.
First sip, not bad.
That's scary.
Like, is it scary because I said it's not bad, or is it scary because you actually
it
agree?
tastes like I went out for it. Like just got off a Starbucks. Like it feels like I picked up one of those Starbucks little things. You know?
Hold on. Here comes the aftertaste.
None.
If you've ever had a a Monster coffee, it is very, very reminiscent of that. Shall we go for round two? Let's go for round two.
Yeah, I mean,
As I dribble all over my shirt. Oof. Oh.
pretty good.
It actually,
That is amazing. Actually.
that's actually good. Pabst Blue Ribbon, I give you a blue ribbon for this because I've never had a hard coffee.
They already got a blue ribbon, dude. You give them a second one.
Yeah, I've never even heard of a hard coffee. Have you? Name
Not
one.
out of a can like that, no.
No, oof,
Like
that
outside of like getting an
aftertaste,
Irish
man,
coffee.
that aftertaste hits you like a ton of bricks. Maybe if I keep drinking it though.
Maybe it's because I just have a bunch of spice bombs going off in my mouth. By the way, I did want to ask
How's
you.
that feeling, by the way?
Thank God I got some milk in me. I did want to ask you real quick. Back to sports is what I'm good with. So there's this kid. He's a 14-year-old, and after a derecho in Iowa, he has made 1,500 bats and donated $2,500 to charity out of bats that he's made from falling over trees. So my question to you is, do you know what a derecho is?
No, I was gonna ask what the heck is a derecho?
It is there was one, that big one that hit Iowa in I think it was episode 6 of season 2020, around June time. There was a derecho in Iowa.
Land hurricane?
Inland hurricane. That's a derecho. So he names his bats the Great Derecho. Kids,
Please tell me.
Kids awesome.
Please tell me these made it to the majors.
No, nothing
Are
like
they
that.
like functional
They're legit
bats?
bats. Yeah, they're legit bats. Like I looked it up and everything. Yeah, he's you made 115 baseball bats hewn from trees, but he's also made another like.
How much are they? I kind of want to get one to hang on the wall back there.
That'd be dope.
Like
That'd be
have
dope.
it in the background, like leaning up
Get a
against
Great
something.
derecho. Just
Yeah, how much?
I can. I
Find
didn't
the
get
price.
that far.
Next episode, you're going to see one
No.
of these hanging behind us.
All right.
That's our feel-good story of the day.
Feel good story.
So, anyway, I think we're going to call that a night and a wrap
Yeah.
for our first ever Two Blockheads podcast. We're going to finish off these Pabst Blue Ribbons, edit this video, and hopefully enjoy the rest of our night. And we hope you guys do too. Stay safe out there. We hope you have some fun. At least get out once, like my girlfriend and I did before this shutdown happens again. Go have fun. Experience life a little bit
Wear a mask. Stay apart from each other. Have a great time
to
with
the
it.
max that 2020 can give you. We love you guys. Please, if you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all of the above.
Twitter is at Blockheads 2 because we can't figure out Twitter because we're Blockheads. So Blockheads 2, TWO.
And then Facebook is Two Blockheads because at least we can figure that out. I mean, if my grandma can, you can. But
True.
anyway, we hope you have a good night. We love you guys. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate.
Ooh.